Welcome back to the Neon Press. I am your host, Johan. On today's episode of DeFi Gaming News, today we'll talk about the League of Legends killer Edenbrawl. We'll also look at why esports and PDE models will be the way to adoption for blockchain games. We'll take a quick look at why games like Fortnite have already laid down the pavement with a free-to-play model that also included a marketplace for cosmetics. What this article calls a sort of vanity-fueled charity, one that rewards skill instead of deep pockets. We'll take a look at Liberty Gaming Guild and Indonesia's top football club, Persib Bandung, partnered to make play-to-earn games more accessible. And lastly, we'll take a look at Warner Music Group and Splinterlands collaborating on play-to-earn games. This means that music groups underneath the Warner label might be coming to the blockchain. So first up, World Spark Studios raises $3 million for NFT game from Riot Bungie veterans. The game will be similar to League of Legends, and it will be called Edenbrawl. It will mimic how League of Legends and Fortnite have laid the pavement already. A free-to-play game with a marketplace that only provides you with cosmetics. World Spark Studio is claiming that they have hired some veterans from Riot Games and Bungie. Because of these large name drops, they have raised over $3 million in seed funding. This game has been in development for several years. However, with Axie Infinity's play-to-earn model exploding, it is drawing in more and more developers. If you haven't seen my recent video on Axie Infinity and how the new African market is going to change the world, then you can check that video out right here. While there are not any names included in this article, they say they have hired some AAA game studio talent from studios such as Riot Games, Bungie, and even Blizzard. Animoca Brands, one of the leading crypto gaming and metaverse investors, co-led the seed round alongside Shima Capital. They also have additional investors, including names such as Alameda Ventures, Jump Capital, AAG Ventures, Fermion, and YGGC, the recently formed Southeast Asian sub-DAO of leading crypto gaming guild, Yield Guild Games. The game was originally called Circuits and Shields, but has been rebranded to Edenbrawl. It will be a MOBA-style game that mimics League of Legends and Dota 2. However, they said that they are going to be streamlining the combat. Because of this, instead of calling it a MOBA, they are going to be calling it a mobrawler. They say it's a short format game that will be most likely adapted to mobile phones. With the rise of mobile users in Africa, the combination of a popular game style like a MOBA, I think they're on track to make an amazing, long-lasting company. We've already seen how insane games like League of Legends have become, using literal football stadiums to host their finals. However, it is far more popular in South Korea, but it has a large worldwide adoption. Since this game is going to be mimicking League of Legends already has its own marketplace. Right now, you can only purchase cosmetics. However, some cosmetics are extremely rare, requiring you to go to certain events. If the game was on the blockchain, you could then sell those items. This system allows you to trade only cosmetics, providing no competitive edge in-game. However, Axie Infinity is completely the opposite. The NFTs in Axie Infinity are the characters themselves. Better, more expensive NFTs perform better, have better stats, and, well, will earn you more money. This can turn a lot of people off to the game, unfortunately. However, Axie Infinity is recently moving to their new free-to-play model. In this free-to-play model, they will provide free NFTs for you to use to start playing the game and earn in-game assets. These in-game currencies can then be sold and converted to your fiat currency of choice, of course, then afterwards. Or you can choose to reinvest in the game, get better NFTs, and earn even more money per day. If you're capable of doing this for an extended period of time, your daily income will increase as well. But at first glance, Axie Infinity can seem like a play-to-win model. They said that Edenbrawl will have no such features and nothing that feels like a pay-to-win element. Instead, the game will sell NFTs purely for cosmetic items, echoing the approach to in-game items of the popular non-crypto game, Fortnite. However, it will have the added advantage of true player ownership and potentially interoperable with other games. Okay, but what does that mean? Ownership or interoperability? Ownership of the NFT is obvious, but interoperability may not be. Being able to move an asset from one game to another is what they mean. This of course implies that they will develop other games as well. Since they've hired people from Riot Games, Edenbrawl is no surprise, but they still have developers from Bungie and Blizzard. So if this first game goes well, we could potentially see a new shooter or MMORPG. The next article discusses why play-to-earn models combined with esports will bring mass adoption. This one just kind of reiterates the previous article. If Edenbrawl goes well, then they could potentially become the first esport, considering that League of Legends has pioneered the scene of esports. A League of Legends styled game such as Edenbrawl could lead the charge into blockchain esports. This trend may continue in 2022 as play-to-earn business models become more developed and blockchain adoption in esports becomes more mainstream. In a report published by gaming insights company Newsy, the firm predicts that PDE models will become more viable in 2022 as gaming companies try to adopt blockchain. They said that publishers might use blockchain technology to facilitate more secure and legitimized player-to-player trading with a centralized game environment. Not only do we have games that are trying to become League of Legends style blockchain games already, this article is saying that some games may just convert into the blockchain-based earning mechanisms by utilizing NFTs or non-fungible tokens. And because of this, it is starting to emerge and will have more developments in 2022. The most important takeaway from this article is this next statement though. They're saying that the next generation of players that are already playing games such as Roblox, Fortnite, and Minecraft might be the ones to adopt the metaverse. They say that these games are already proto-metaverse games. It includes a graph here showing metaverse players versus total players. Of course, it's broken down by age group as well. Here you can see the complete disconnect. The national average age of a video game player in the United States right now is 35. If you look at the bracket for 35, it is 21 to 35, and you can see it is divided. The other two brackets, 36 to 50 and 51 to 60, show that total players outweigh metaverse players. You can see the 51 to 60 group having the largest gap between metaverse players and total players. But if you take a look at the other end of the spectrum, the 10 to 20 group, the metaverse players greatly outweigh the total players. It's essentially a reverse trend line. The younger and younger the population becomes, the new players entering the market will continually favor metaverse games more and more. The article goes on to talk about the brand new gold rush for virtual real estate in games such as Decentraland. However, I think new games entering the market will overthrow these. But essentially, with every week that goes on, we're hearing that more and more game companies are entering the blockchain. This next article is talking about NFTs and are they coming to your favorite video game? So speaking of proto-metaverse games, this one talks about Fortnite. Fortnite was far from the first game to introduce microtransactions, but it was one of the first mainstream examples of a live service game that relied purely on in-game purchases. This was during the time of pay-to-win ecosystems being built and consumers were growing increasingly frustrated. Fortnite flipped the script, pushing microtransactions as a way to distinguish yourself in-game while supporting the developers on the side. The cosmetics did not affect gameplay, preventing deeper pockets from dominating the games, and served as an excellent way for those with money and appreciation to show it, a sort of vanity-fueled charity. This just heavily refers to the previous article and continues to reiterate why play-to-earn models are going to be the future. However, certain play-to-earn models are different. They are arguing that play-to-earn models need to be that, just play-to-earn. They are arguing that the game has to be purely based on skill. Microtransactions cannot lead to play-to-win models, or even seem similar to one for people to be accepting of it. That's why I think Edenbrawl is going to be such a game changer. A condensed version of League of Legends with NFTs that are purely for cosmetics. However, Wade Rosen, the CEO of legendary video game corporation Atari, told Cointelegraph, the traditional gaming industry is not going to adopt NFTs in their current state. He says that the blockchain gaming will continue to evolve, but there is not enough tangible utility for players to consider adoption yet. He said, NFTs, how they are produced, what value they provide to individual players, and communities of players that form around individual titles will need to evolve pretty significantly before you can expect to see any widespread adoption within the traditional gaming industry. We do see a lot of potential for NFTs and blockchain technology within video games, but not until the definition of an NFT evolves significantly beyond where it stands now. And I think this is true. I think NFTs or non-fungible tokens are a beautiful concept. However, we should not just take that concept and copy and paste it. It needs to be expanded upon. Right now, it serves as a foundation. What I think though, is I think you should follow the money. Go to the DApp Radar and check out the TVL of companies. Check out the trading volume. These sort of minor indicators can tell you what people are actually interested in. The beautiful thing about blockchain community Most of them have their own Discord. This means that you can post ideas and suggestions. Most, if not all of these, are weeded through. If legitimate ones are found, then they are voted upon. If everyone agrees or disagrees, then it goes either way. Because these companies are going to be dependent on these transactions fueling their company's ecosystem, they will be listening and participating in their own community. If these companies do not adapt to their community's requests, I'm sure that the community will then find a new one. So basically, if these companies want to survive, they will have to evolve with their company. If they don't, the company will fail. I think this is a very important aspect of the blockchain though. Survival of the fittest at its finest. Next up, we have Liberty Gaming Guild and Indonesia's top football club, Persib Bandung, partnered to make play-to-earn games more accessible. It seems like every episode now we're talking about some new sports team partnering with a blockchain company. Ever since the Super Bowl ad by Coinbase, everyone has been flocking to sports to advertise. Scan the QR code and download the app and get $15. That's a free beer or a pretzel. But I think they are really onto something though. With last year's purchase of the Staples Center by Crypto.com, aka Mark Wahlberg, they have shown how easy it is to convert an entire state into one that accepts blockchain currency. I think it's the perfect example too. Lastly though, we'll talk about Warner Music Group and Splinterlands collaborating on play-to-earn games. They're going to be working on a play-to-earn arcade-style mobile games. Splinterlands is a fantasy digital card game built on the Hive blockchain, but users must transfer Splinterlands NFTs to the Wax blockchain for secondary sales. Splinterlands has over 450,000 daily players and 1.8 million registered users. But this game is going to be featuring musicians. Some musicians have criticized the traditional music industry and launched startups to create new avenues for discoverability and monetization without major labels taking a cut. Steve Aoki has even said at a recent event for Gala Music that he's already made more money from NFTs than from 10 years of music advances. As music NFTs become more of a part of how we integrate and support artists, Aoki said at the time, the labels will have to do more than just add the song on a playlist. I think it's super exciting to see music onto the blockchain next. Games has just barely entered the scene and now music is already here. But you heard Steve Aoki. He's already made more money in NFTs alone from last year than 10 years of being an extremely popular mainstream DJ. How many events, private parties has he done for 10 years is insane. The amount of work, the amount of effort that goes into that. And now he's saying that trading NFTs has made him more money than doing all of that. If that's not waking you up to what the blockchain can do for you, then I don't know what can. But if you want to stay woke, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button. And I'll see you on the blockchain. Stay safe, man.